Money today stands at the center of our lives. It is a medium of exchange, commonly accepted by society, that enables economic relations to function within an orderly framework. It is secure. Its physical and digital forms save time and labor. It makes saving and investing easier and allows the value of goods and services to be compared. Access to services and basic needs is directly tied to money. In social life, it influences human behavior and decisions in many areas. It is a source of social status and power. While shaping economic and political relations between countries, it also determines global power balances and relations of dependency. In today's world, money performs many such functions. However, from the perspective of human history, money is a relatively recent invention. For thousands of years before money was invented, people engaged in trade, but how? The answer to this question is not as simple as it may seem. When we look at the history of money, one of the most widely used methods in the past was the barter system. This system was both the most common and the most problematic. Barter was based on the direct exchange of goods and services. Food items were among the most common barter goods because food was essential for survival. A farmer could trade wheat for livestock. Food, animals and animal products, handicrafts, beads, metal, wood, rope, and baskets could all be exchanged through barter. Services such as plowing fields, repair work, hunting, protection, and similar activities were also traded. Although this system seemed logical at first, it contained a serious flaw: the double coincidence of wants. For a barter transaction to occur, both parties had to need what the other was offering at the same time. Otherwise, the exchange could not take place. As societies grew, this method became increasingly problematic and inefficient. Over time, instead of direct barter, people began to use certain objects found in nature, such as seashells, salt, beads, precious stones, and metals, that were widely accepted by others as a medium of exchange. The items chosen for this purpose were rare in nature, durable, and commonly accepted. This practice offered a solution to the double coincidence of wants inherent in the barter system. During this period, people could also give goods to one another on credit. The equivalent of a few kilos of wheat taken today could be repaid months later. Debt relationships were based on social trust, reputation, and collective memory. Because people lived in much smaller communities compared to today, this system was functional at the time. However, in the long run, it was not sustainable. As societies expanded, populations grew, trade networks widened, and people began to trade with strangers. This system gradually lost its effectiveness. As conditions became more complex, the need for a new system increased. As a result of this process, people required a standardized measure of value. At this point, money was invented. Money became a universally accepted medium of exchange that was portable, divisible, storable, measurable, and durable. In conclusion, money emerged as a response to necessity. It made economic relations safer, more orderly, and scalable. It was an inevitable outcome of increasing social complexity.